All right.
This your boy Basement Boxing Talk. We're gonna play this intro. We're gonna get the show started.
He say, basement, boxing tall. You know I'm a warrior, right? Fuck that, I'm a champion. Basement, boxing talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. Basement, boxing talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. I'm feeling cocky. I hit a thing to beat the ring, a boof up like I'm Rocky. ASAP, any opponent think they can stop me. I stay strapped, chop tryna learn my moves so you can copy. You gotta give it your all. Gotta give it your all. When you're back against the wall. When you're back against the wall. When you the one people call. When you the one people call. To keep greatness involved. To keep greatness involved. Basement, boxer talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. Basement, boxer talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect.
This your this your boy Basement Boxing Talk coming to you live, and I got the good brothers on the panel. My good brother Brandon, who's always here every week. Appreciate you for coming out, Brandon. And we got the good brother Black Star Sports TV 2.0 in the building, man. Salute my good brother. How y'all brothers doing?
Yeah, brother. Salute to you, man. I still love that intro, man. That joint fire. You can't hear it without singing along, man. That joint is that's the best one I heard, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let me post this. Hey, y'all good brothers. How was y'all week?
Yeah, man. It was, they tried to put the brothers through it, man, but we survived once again. So thank God for that.
Yes, sir.
Man. But
good
man,
brother Brandon, how you doing?
Oh, you know how I'm doing right now, bro. You already know how I'm feeling. I'm not that bad, but we've talked already, so you know where I'm at.
Yes, sir.
But I'm good, man.
Hey. Well, we got a lot of boxing to talk today. We got a slew of fights. Yeah, well, I guess we can start this off with this one. Anybody catch a Triple G fight last night? Early this morning.
Nah. And I was, but we didn't miss nothing because I would have been doing the same thing if I'd been watching it.
Oh shit!
I watched some of it. I watched a good portion of it. I watched the stoppage of it. It was okay. He looked like a 40-year-old boxer that hadn't fought in a year and a half. That's what he looked like.
40. You say a 40-year-old boxer that hadn't fought in a year and a half?
Yeah, if you look at it, he looked rusty. He looked like he didn't have that Triple G type of, I don't know what you would call it, but he didn't have that type of feeling going. I guess the first few rounds looked like he was trying to shake off the rust. He didn't look dominant. He got the stoppage. I can't say he didn't win the fight, but yeah, it was okay. Wasn't nothing special.
Salute to my good brother Bruce Goals in the building. Salute, good brother.
Bruce Goals.
He said, Bruce Goals said the Triple G in a fight. Oh, my bad. I'm moving too fast. The Triple G fight was entertaining. Bruce,
really?
Can you tell us what did you see that was entertaining about the fight? Oh, we got the good brother Troy in the building. What's good, Troy? I ain't heard from you, good brother. How you doing? Hope everything doing well with you, brother. We right here. Don't start early, Troy. That's my
I will say it was entertaining because you forget it was a unification bout. So Triple G has 2 belts now. He technically becomes number one guy at 160 pounds. So it was entertaining, but it wasn't like Triple G and Canelo to me. In my opinion, it wasn't.
He got the Canelo fight now, buddy. He got it.
Salute to my man WB Boxing. What's good brother? Salute to y'all. Salute to you, brother.
Salute,
good brother. For joining in, bro.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, Canelo definitely gonna sign that contract with the Quicks now. Ain't gonna be no hesitation now. Shoot.
It still don't make sense though.
No, I don't. But
not for Canelo. No, listen, we need Canelo to keep doing what he do. Now this gives Charlo a little more wiggle room. He got 2 belts, man. Canelo gonna have to be forced to fight him somehow or another, man. Charlo need to be going after that other belt and forcing the unification.
Yeah. Yeah, because whatchamacallit's belt now since he moved up, it's vacant now, right?
Who?
Yeah, you're right. Andrade's moving up, and they're gonna have a vacant title fight in a couple of months, I think. But Janenbeck and some other guy are gonna fight for Andrade's old belt.
Who? Charlo need to be the one protesting to get that belt, man. To try to fight for that belt, man. Yeah, that's what he need to be doing.
Yeah, that'll help him with both ends, Triple G and Canelo. Because if you got 2, he got 2. You know, why not go for undisputed Triple G? But we know Triple G ain't gonna fight nobody. He probably fight Canelo and retire. But I mean, that opportunity is there. Why not put it in the Jermell Charlo Selecki fight? That would have made more sense to me. Who the hell is these guys? Why are they even able to fight for a title? I don't get it, man.
Because they're the top ranked guys for WBO. So WBO, because since he vacated, the WBO say, okay, the 2 top guys are going to fight for it, who petition for it, and the winner will be the new WBO champ. Now, it would make sense for Charlo to fight the winner of the WBO thing, because Triple G's going to move up to 168 to fight Canelo, and he's probably going to retire at that point. So you could then fight 2 more vacant guys or whatever and get all 3 belts. But I don't know if Charlo wants to take that kind of time and if he can still make the weight, because that's going to be the one problem. He's getting older.
Yeah.
So you saying you don't believe Charlo can make the 160? Is that what you saying?
No, I think he can make it, but can he make it and still? Well, I'm saying, can he make it? Yeah, can he make it healthy and make it where he's not draining so much? I don't know, because he's getting older. So, every few months he's not gonna get younger. It's not gonna be easier to keep the weight off. So I would think if he's gonna try to go for that, he's gonna fight Selecki in May or whatever, and then he should be like, look, unification right now, because he doesn't have another year to fight at 160 without him getting away. He'll be 33 at that time. So yeah, he needs to go ahead and try to get it as soon as possible.
Yeah, they need to get on to something, man. For one thing, though, I do agree with one thing that they keep, Triple G saying you guys need to fight each other and everything. I think if them guys get to fighting each other, man, everybody can forget about Canelo. Canelo was out there in the island by himself doing nothing. And leave his dumb ass over there. That's what I say. All you guys get together and have these monumental matchups and fights that this era can be defined by. And, everything that he does over there would just be like just background noise. Of course, he'll get paid and he'll get all that little trinkets or whatever that they want to give him. But to hardcore boxing fans who really know what's going on, they're going to be like, nah, man, the real smoke was over here. And he never got in there. He'll be exposed to some level. But the long as they keep playing this game, following him, they don't need at 168, they can stop right there. You got Plant, Andrade, Jamal get up there, David Benavidez, man. That's a nice round robin right there, man. That could go on for 4 or 5 years, 5 or 6. If they work it right and win losses, however it play out, But hell, man, I mean that's 8 fights. Hell, more than that. What? Hey, man, do the math. It's good. It'll be nice, So, with all that being said, then on top of that, you got Jermell. If things go well with him and Castano, and he move up, he can fill the 160 void, right? Earl coming up, 154, and if he stay, which I'm telling you something though, I'm more and more sold every day, getting sold on Errol Spence versus Jamal Charlo. To me, that might be the biggest fight in boxing.
I can see that. I mean, it would be a good fight. I mean,
I'm excited.
Spence fighting, yeah. I mean, I would be more excited for Spence fighting Charlo than the Spence and Crawford thing, because I think the Spence versus Charlo thing is a much better fight.
Yeah, and if it happens though, Brandon, think about this. If that goes down, let's say Jamel beats Castano, he gets undisputed at 54. Earl beats Ugas, things go like it's looking. Him and Bud, he wins that undisputed 47, 154. They both meet in Texas, AT&T Stadium. Deep man. Will anybody even be talking about Canelo? Would his name even make a noise in the corner in a back room somewhere? I don't think so. I mean, you're guaranteed to sell out AT&T Stadium. Then on top of that, the pay-per-view, they'll say they won't do. Just in the state of Texas itself, man. Just imagine that the noise and the outcry that it would be across the state about this huge fight. You liable to sell them a million daggone pay-per-view just in the state of Texas. And how many people will be woken up to the sport of boxing in the state? I mean, the thought of it is exciting to me, man. And I'm just like, man, over the hilt though. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, man, I was like before, like, man, well, they fight, I like both of them. So it's really like, don't know which way to go. But when you back up as a boxing fan without any kind of links to any guy, you have to say to yourself, man, this is a great damn fight. And the event will be great for boxing. This is something that Canelo won't do. Canelo won't fight nobody that's going to give us a fight on that magnitude. Because think about it. You're going to have people saying, well, Jamel, the crowd will be split. It's not going to be one clear winner that people say, oh, he just going to go and win. Like every Canelo fight. You be like, oh man, every round you on your toes. What happened? Well, because nobody knows the answer to these things. But both guys have the ability to do damage to the other guy. Competition. Something that Canelo don't know nothing about. He with them pick me fights. But man, yeah, I'm for it, man. I'm all for it.
That's what's
Well,
up.
I mean, I think it'd be a better fight because you have two guys from Texas. They both have kind of seen their best days. They both belt holders. It'd be a good fight. I think. I've said it before, and I think the one thing fans gotta stop doing it. They gotta say, hey, you gotta look past Bud and it's happening because if it doesn't happen, there's so many other fights out there that could be made that we should be rooting for. So, and I definitely would love to see Charlo and
Yes, sir. We got the good brother Troy in the building. What's good, Troy?
There you go.
Gentlemen, how you doing? I didn't see your thing last week, so I didn't see your thing for the last 2 weeks, to be honest with you, man. So I thought,
Actually, man, I've been busy, man, running around doing some things in boxing and trying to get some things together for some shows or whatever. Yes, sir. Yeah. We hear this week. What's good, bro?
Everything's good. I'm listening to the conversation. I'm going to enter this with a whole lot of common sense, right? I think the brother Blackstar mentioned if Errol fights Charlo, that'll be a big fight in Texas. It would be a big fight. Nowhere else. In Texas. They are known in Texas, which is why most of their fights, or all their fights, are in Texas. They're from Texas. Take them out of Texas, they're really not going to sell that much because they're not household names. They're not superstars. They're just stars in Texas. They don't get mobbed wherever they go because people really don't know them. So they are never going to surpass Canelo. And can y'all hear me?
No, I can hear you, Troy.
We hear you, Troy. We hear you.
Okay, good. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. And at the end of the day, we're talking about grown men in their 30s. It's not it's not this other guy's fault that they chose to sit around and wait for him while he's still building his name. They should have been doing the same thing. You had a great idea about the round robin. Why didn't they get together, take out Errol? Why didn't Charlo say, okay, I'm sitting at middleweight. Let me go talk to all these middleweights that are champions, and we'll do a round robin.
It's not over.
Or, but
it still can happen.
Yes, because what's his name is gone already. He's gone.
They should.
Andre is gone. Gigi's not thinking about him whatsoever. So I don't know who he's going to fight. He has to move up now to 168. And I truly believe he's holding his own brother back by staying at 160 this long. Because really, I think his brother could have been moved up to 160 and did some damage up there.
Yeah.
So he's holding his own brother back and all that. That's just how I feel. Because you know what? Because you know what? I want to see these fights too. But the fact is, coulda, woulda, shoulda happened. We talking about dudes in their 30s now. It's not intriguing anymore. You in your 30s. Why didn't you do it in your 20s? Why'd you do it in your 20s?
That's not what we're doing right now. What we talk about what's supposed to happen right now, moving forward. I ain't all that right there. You're right. It should have been. Fine. We give you that. But right now, boxing fans need to be pining for this type of thing. And you say, well, okay, it's big in Texas. But let me tell you something. It's not half as big in Texas as you think it is either. It could be even bigger. And this type of fight right here will make it explode in the whole state of Texas, and boxing itself would increase. Now you say, well, only in Texas, but Errol has a fan base in New York too. He was born there, actually. He grew up in Texas. There's a connection there. Then he has a connection to the island. His father's Jamaican, right? So you got all these things, and then the basic fight fans out here been wanting this fight to happen anyway, hoping that one would knock the other off so they wouldn't have to get in the ring with the Girl Scout Canelo. I mean, come on, we know how that goes. So they're gonna talk, they're gonna want to see it. So it's not just a small event like that. It's much more mega than you're giving it credit for. Just see. But you know what though? If it happens and Jamel beats Castano and he gets undisputed at 54, he can do whatever the hell he want to do. He can walk right up to 160. There ain't nothing that Jamal can do about it, right? He done got undisputed. He can call his shots. Now he's a big baller. Hell, his name is in the Canelo sweepstakes, really. So,
no.
On top of that, you got that option. You got Earl. If that pans out with him and him or Bud, either way, Bud is in the thing too. So look at all the mega fights that's sitting around in them. Look at all the smoke that they got around them of huge, nice fights that people are looking at, be genuinely interested in. If these fights happen, you can't keep saying, well, they're not names and stuff like that. They will become that because they will fight the fights that need to happen to increase the popularity of the sport. And that's what's going to have to happen for the sport of boxing. This stuff where everybody dodging and picking and hand picking guys and all this sort of type, that's what's killing boxing. That's what's keeping people from really coming into the pay-per-views and everything and really getting excited. There was a little bit of excitement and hype for the Wilder and Fury thing, but look at it now. It's like dust. It's nothing now. There's nothing that's going to be monumental that sticks like a Thriller in the Manila and stuff like that. It wasn't an event that's looked upon like that. But when you have all these guys, top guys, battling it, man. We celebrate the 4 kings of boxing for that very reason. Them guys went toe to toe several times. Different victories.
Yeah, but you can't compare. Okay, but Black Star, you can't compare the 4 kings to what's going on today because separately, they had their own names and their own legacies which they build. They weren't just you take Duran. He wasn't just a star in Panama. He was a world star. You take Sugar Ray, world star. Thomas Hearns, world star. World star, and you put 4 world stars together, you have mega fights. You have no world stars amongst the names that you have dropped. You have local stars. They're not world stars. You don't have that.
I get what you're saying there, Troy, but you got to also weigh this into your equation as well. He did. He had Duran had a successful career before he got up to the levels of them guys, and he was known worldwide already. Plus, but when he got there, what happened to him when he mixed with the other 4? He got a win over Sugar. He lost the second. He lost the third. He lost to Hearns, and he lost to Marvin Hagler. When he got there, when they got on that level, and the 4 got together, you see what I'm saying? Just like you got Canelo out there doing what he's doing over there. But when he gets in the ring with one of the guys that's the top at the time, Now we're gonna see what we got there. When he fought Tommy Hearns, people don't even talk about that second round destruction, man. Tommy destroyed Roberto Duran. We talking about Roberto Duran. Good God, man. I mean, he hit him with a whop, and that, I mean, I was like, what the hell, you know? But nobody talk about this sensational knockout. And you can't say that Duran was washed or anything like that, because look what he came back and did to Iran Barkley. I mean, that right there, I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy really putting it to him. I mean, he's not supposed to do this to this young guy. He's supposed to be on his way out. No, man. That's the kind of guy.
And there you have it.
You know
what, Black Star? There you have it. Every time he lost or he quit a fight, he didn't wait around and blame it on Sugar Ray or anybody else. He went out there and he fought. All I hear is that these dudes are waiting on this one man. I don't hear any of these other 4 people from the past waited on any one man. They kept trucking. Why did Hagler took on John the Beast, Tommy Hearns, and Henshaw all in the same back to back to back to back? None of these dudes that you mentioned will do anything like that. And where does Crawford fit into all this? You making all these mega fights? I didn't hear you say Crawford's name.
I did say Crawford. I said if he beats Castano, he got all these names on the table. And I said Bud is one of them, because Bud can, it's possible Bud could upset the apple cart and get in that position that I had Earl sitting in. I favor Earl, but it could go that way. It's not like Bud don't stand a chance at all. But
let me say this, that I'm gonna be quiet, right?
Have to fight these guys, and that's the whole thing.
Okay.
That's what everybody really want to see, though.
Okay, Spence versus Crawford will never happen. If Spence versus Crawford happens, I'll go to the dentist and get my gap closed or something, filled in or something. Spence versus Crawford will never happen.
I think we're gonna get that gap closed come December, January, brother. It looked like it's about to happen. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my man Sir Ken in the building, and I want to give a super shout out to my good brother Bruce Goes, who jumped on the panel.
Goes, man, get him, Bruce.
Bruce Goes,
up, brothers?
boxing, jazz, and more.
Yes, indeed.
Boxing, jazz, and more, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Great day for boxing so far, man. I was thoroughly entertained by the Triple G fight. Got out of bed 7 o'clock this morning, put the internet on, found the fight, man, and hey, bro, it was entertaining. I know Triple G. At first, I thought he was going to get outboxed. I thought Murata, might be able to keep him away. I thought Father Time caught up with Triple G, and yeah, he was a little slower. He looked a little older, man. He had those bald spots were showing on his head and shit, man. But bro, he still got that chin. It was almost like, you keep hitting me, your hands are going to get sore before my face does. And he walked him down, bro. He broke him down after the 3rd round. It was all Triple G and Murata, man. I don't think he should have come out for the last 2 rounds, but wow. he was thoroughly beat up. And the fight I'd like to see, I'd like to see Maul Charlo and Triple G, man. That would be a dream fight right now. No bullshit, no Canelo fight. Maul's got a fight is Suzaki or whatever the fuck the guy's name is. Yeah, we'll see that fight, but then make this fight, bro. Like my brother Troy is saying, make a round robin, man. They should do it in every division, not just the middleweights. They should have done it in the lightweights when they had the 4 queens a year ago. But they let that slip by. Now they're all going to get beat. I don't know what's going to happen to Ryan tonight. That's another fight, but I'm not expecting any upsets this weekend, though.
Really? Yeah, man. Yeah, I like that fight with Jamal and Triple G, man. Yeah,
for my good brother, I want to say salute to my good brother PGH Big Dog in the building, brother.
Big Dog. Yes, indeed. Salute to you, good brother. Yeah, man. Yeah, I like that fight too, Bruce. It's just the fact that I feel like Triple G not going to take that. He's so focused in on Canelo that it's a shame that we have to say that, because that would be a great day going fight, and it's time for it. Like you say, I totally agree with that, man. I would really be juiced up on that, because it should happen as well. And if say that by for some chance it does happen, woo! What does that do for the sport of boxing now? You have, then you have the possibilities of the other matchups, and everybody start going at each other. It's like the Wild Wild West in here. We would be just like every week, man. Guess what? That's what I want.
I'm a dreamer, babe, man. I love to see those fights, but the business of boxing, they've already got the Canelo fight signed, and people are saying Oh man, you know that Murata didn't have a chance. That fight was already a signed deal. He's just going in there for the motions, make some money. But you know, I'm a dreamer. I still have faith in boxing. I want to see the best fight the best, and I'll just keep watching what they give me until we see the best fight the best.
Yeah. But I think
Bruce,
the way
you sound disappointed, Bruce.
I kind of am a little bit, you know. It was enjoying, and even the rest of the fights today. We're gonna have Ryan Garcia and this guy Tago. And Tago, bro, you know, I was looking at his record and I watched a couple of his fights, and the dude hasn't been beaten now since his first fight he lost, and he was 15 years old. 32 fights he's gone without a defeat. Now Ryan, man, I don't know, man. I don't know if Ryan's still got it in him, or if there's this Tago is gonna come alive and, you know, do what he's supposed to do. He's gonna say, hey man, I wasn't brought in here to lose, man. You know, I'm gonna go right through you. I'm gonna send you back on the streets with the fur coats and the pink scarves. But hey, bro, we'll see. But I'm really not counting on it anymore. I was getting excited, but the more I look at boxing, I think it's gonna be business as usual. And then we got Erickson Lubin against the Towering Inferno, Fundora.
Oh yeah. Wow, man. What do you think about that fight?
Hey, yeah. Who you got on that fight, Bruce?
You know, looking at it, all these fights, they all could go either way, but I'm going to lean towards Fundora because I don't think Erickson Lubin's chin is that trustworthy right now. And I think if they go into the late round in Fundora, he's a freak. What is he, like 6'6"?
Yeah,
I mean,
dude, there, man.
You know, he looks like somebody you could. If Erickson Lubin's on, he should just be cracking those Ethiopian ribs that the guy's hanging out with, bro. I mean, he's got those skinny legs, but yet he fights on the inside. He doesn't use his advantage. He doesn't fight from the outside. So,
that's
you know,
the craziest thing. He wouldn't be able to survive, but somehow.
Hey, I got something even crazier than that. Do you know that I just say this before Black Star noticed, but since what's his name? Fundora? How you pronounce his name?
Yeah, Fundora.
Yeah, ever since he fought Jamonte Clark, this is about to be his fifth fight since then.
Oh yeah, the Towering Inferno. See, boxing loves a freak like that because that's what draws people to watch. That's what makes people turn their TVs on, and that's another reason. If it goes, you know, maybe Erickson Lubin, people are looking at him at the boxing business of boxing, looking at him as an opponent. He's already been defeated. He's washed up good. So you never know what's going to happen in this game. You know, I'm tending to kind of ride with the favorites all weekend because, you know, Triple G, I thought he was going to get beat in the beginning of the fight. I thought Murata had, you know, I just thought he had his number. But Triple G, he just kind of came back. He had a little bit of his brilliance in there, and he just could take a beating. He's got a granite chin, and so I'm kind of looking at the fights now. Maybe they're going to come back to what they were before because there's so much inactivity, and you know, I look at it like, man, these guys like Triple G. When's the last time he fought? Damn, what, a year and a half ago? 2 years ago? It was ridiculous. And the dude just turned 40 yesterday or the day before yesterday. So you know, I didn't know what to expect, and that's what I like. I like the question mark with fights. Some people are riding this way, some people are riding that way. You know, that's what makes me want to see it. You know, all these fights later on this evening, man. A lot of them are 50-50 fights.
Yeah, it should be a good day of boxing for sure, man. But like Triple G, once you cross over 40, man, I start cheering for you. You know,
we're talking about that today. Bernard Hopkins, man, 48 years old, and he unified the light heavyweight championship. That's like,
yeah, man. Give us all hope, man. You know, when George Foreman did that, you know, I was a young man, but today I recall all that now. Yeah,
Let
man.
me say this,
man. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Bernard Hopkins is to me the best of this era. I don't want to hear anything about 50-0. And Bruce, and actually Bruce and all of you, I want y'all to stop by tomorrow, man, to my page, the Troy Graham Experience. I'm having Coach Andre Rozier. I hope I pronounced the brother's name right at 8 p.m. Right? He trained Jacobs, and a whole bunch of other people over there. And also, Bruce, you know, I actually got 2 of those books. Remember you were showing that. Remember you showing that beautiful book of boxing
The
art.
knockout, yeah, but yeah, the Kenny
Yeah,
Reagan.
I got two of them, man. I got blessed and I got two of them. So yeah, it should be here on the 12th. But
I'm looking
we'll
at it right
definitely
now.
stop by
No,
because
bro,
I'll
I mean,
probably be the last.
so much good stuff in this boxing community, man. You know, you meet so many people involved in it, and us brothers, we sit here. Where the hell are you going to go into a bar and find 5 guys that want to talk about boxing like us, man? It's just that it doesn't happen anymore, bro. I mean, this isn't the fucking 1950s, you know, with Jackie Gleason at the pool table.
No doubt, man. Because I don't go to the barbershop any longer, but when I used to, that was like one of the top things, man. Sugar Ray, is he gonna fight Hagler? We be having them intense and cats be wanting to fight over that. He said, no, man.
When I was a little kid, the first barbershop I went to in my neighborhood, it was called John the Barber, and I wasn't even really paying attention, but I thought about it later. This guy had nothing but boxing magazines in there. And it's all they would talk about, but I was too young to get it. Maybe I did kind of get it as I grew on, but I wish I could just go back there. The guy probably had a museum there, and I was too young to be aware of it. But when I hear barbershop, you're right, bro. That's barbershops and boxing, fucking hand in hand.
Yeah, that was huge, man. All of it. I mean, especially the day after the fight. Sunday morning, you trying to get fresh up for the week or whatever, and man, that's all we talk about. Man, you see the fight last night? Oh, man.
Yeah, and now all we have to do is turn our internet on, go on YouTube, see. This morning, everybody was talking about the upcoming fights, and people were doing lives during the Triple G fight. So it was awesome. What else can I say?
One thing I can say. Listen to this. I'm looking at it. So Triple G got the He got the WBA and the IBF. Jamal Charlo got the WBC, and Andre vacated the WBO.
Yeah.
So this is the real time for Charlo to go on and put some pressure, man, and go on make a move for that WBO title, man.
I'd like to see it, but I don't have faith anymore. They don't want to cross the street. They don't want to risk their O's. They have a million reasons now. Where back in the day, fighters would fight anybody. Even people now they start downgrading Mike Tyson. I'm like, bro, weren't you alive in fucking 1986, 87, 80? Tyson wasn't afraid of anybody. He would fight, and he'd call him out. He was a madman. And he ducked Riddick Bowe. Bullshit, he ducked Riddick Bowe. He fought. That was just before he went to jail. He fought. He fought Razor Ruddock twice in that time. Nobody wanted to go near Razor Ruddock, bro. I mean, it was, today the fighters, they just don't want to. They don't want to risk it. I guess maybe they don't want to see the next generation. The slurring their words and broke and fucking. I don't know what it is, man. But today's fighters aren't. They're not like the fighters of yesteryear, where they cared about unifying titles. They cared about if Duran was the champion in the lightweight division, and somebody like Esteban de Jesus said he was the champion. Fuck you. You're not the champion. I am. We're fighting. Don King, make the fight. I don't care how much. I don't care if he wants to get paid in bananas. I'll take bananas too. Fight was gone. The fight's on.
Exactly. Hey, when you talk to a lot of people back to watch boxing back in the day, a lot of people had a lot to say. Like, yeah, Don King was this, Don King was that, but Don King made some of the biggest fights happen in boxing.
Yeah.
That's what's missing
from boxing. He was a boxing guy. That's why he was a boxing guy that understood the business of boxing. Heyman is a businessman that's still learning the business of boxing. He didn't come in with a background from boxing. He is a music man, so he doesn't have that passion and that drive that King did. King, on the other hand, a lot of us know what I know firsthand what he did, because he used to manage a family member of mine. But He was very intelligent when he came to boxing. Every single time you thought he was dead, when Tyson went to jail, they shoveled dirt on that man's grave. That's when he gave the fans some of the best fight cards ever. You would see 3 championship fights on one card. Right. And guess what? The fights didn't cost $100 to watch someone preen around the ring and hold and slide and hold and slide. They gave you real memorable fights that you could watch over and over again.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that? There's a thing called passion, and it ain't there no more.
Well, I think boxing has become more corporate, like more of a corporation and business than it was than as a sport. Because during the time when you had King and you had other guys, it was something where it's like you can't make the millions if you're not fighting guys that people are paying for. And today in boxing, unfortunately, a lot of fighters are getting paid a large amount of money for fights that fans don't care to see. And kind of go back to what you were saying, Troy, about Al Heyman. You know, if you're not really in the business of boxing and you're not surviving on boxing to pay your bills and everything, you don't really care about making the best fights because you don't need you don't necessarily need the money. Whereas Don King, he had his life before he got into boxing, but boxing is where he really made his legit legal money. And if you come into boxing already really rich, you're not going to really want to gamble or take those risks or have that passion because the money's already there.
I understand that. Sir Ken said, I agree with you. I really agree with you. What was you saying, Troy?
Go ahead, Basement.
No, I was saying I agree with what Brandon was saying. I was reading something in the chat. I didn't want people in the chat to think I forgot about him. Sir Ken said he want to see how Harrison does tonight. Plus, there are a couple women fights that he also wants to see. Yeah,
somebody's ass in their press conference.
I'm real interested to see what Harrison does tonight too, because my man TS Boxing in the building. Salute, good brother.
Rome, what's up, my brother?
What do you guys think about Tony Harrison tonight, man? If Tony Harrison doesn't win this fight, because last fight Tony Harrison had, they gave him a draw, and we know I had the fight going the other way.
Yeah,
I had the fight going the other way. If for some reason Tony Harrison doesn't go out there and have a spectacular night that he should have, what do you believe is next for Tony Harrison?
You say if he don't have a spectacular night.
Right, if he doesn't have a spectacular night tonight.
Wow.
I think if he wins, he'll have another undercard fight. And if he looks good on that one, then he might get another title shot. Or I think if he looks horrible and he wins, he might get a title shot because maybe someone will say, you know what, he's on his way out. He's easy. He's an easy opponent now. So I can see it going either way.
Why would Charlo fight him again?
Well, I mean, there's not a lot at 154. So it's like, look, if you're going to fight somebody that maybe isn't going to be much of a threat, but is still a top name guy.
Yeah. I would suspect Jamal, especially if Jamel beats Brian Castano, gets undisputed. He just needs to go to 160 because he done cleared 54 out, in my opinion. But like you say, though, I mean, if he wants to fight him again, Harrison, I mean, I'm going to watch it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to watch it, but I just don't see the point in it, really, as far as that goes. But I do want to see Harrison have a good outing today and really reestablish himself because the last time, I think the death of his father affected him in a worse way than I had imagined because I expected that I was going to see a lot more rage and anger and really go out there and really get aggressive. I mean, you're going through this thing, and as a man, when you feel pain like that, you get aggressive. You get in a fight like that. That's almost like tailor-made for you. Like this is what I need to feel better. So let me go in here and put this beat down on this cat so I can feel better. But I didn't really see that last time. And I was just like, man, it made me feel like, it really surprised me. It made me feel like, his heart wasn't in it. But if he can come out there today and do that, with a little time, a little soul reflecting in his mind and go out there. And this is what I expect to see from him. I expect to see him go in there and put on a hell of a show. Maybe even get the stoppage, man, because he seemed like he's amped up and he's more in tune to what's going on than he did the last time.
My man Logic, salute to my good brother Logic. He in the building, bro. He say Harrison fights Sergio Garcia tonight. Garcia lost a controversial decision to Fandora last fight. good match. And
Yeah.
that's true too. That is true. That is also true. That is also true.
Yeah, Gus, that's the only fight Garcia's been beaten in, and he's never been stopped. So he's not just a tomato can brought in there, bro. You know, Tony Harrison's got a fucking a 50-50 fighter in front of him, man. You know, this is going to be another interesting fight. And this is on the Showbox card, right? The Showtime card.
Right.
Man, I'm going to be jumping all over the internet tonight. I hate when I have to do that, man. I really
you will, Bruce. We got the Zone tonight. We got Showtime, and we got ESPN tonight.
And you know, why didn't they do something from the UK this afternoon? They could have really, you know, they could have stretched it out. Had a card. They usually do have a card there. I like those cards. I like those DAZN cards in England. 5 o'clock main event. You know, that's great stuff. But
well, they had the Triple G on early this morning.
Oh, that was on at 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning, bro. That was fucking rise and shine stuff. Wake and bake in my case.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Hold on. We got something else in this chat. Sir Ken says, I don't think Tony had his head in the last fight so quick after his father's death. True that too. I believe that too. It was him getting back in the ring quick. But I must admit, Sir Ken, last fight that Harrison had, I thought the same thing like Jared Hurd. They both had lost their father, and I thought they both would have came out with some type of different aggression than the aggression that they came out with. And then into the fight, I'm looking like, man, both of these guys aren't even in the fight. I don't understand why they even took the fight. I was under the impression that they took the fight because they was prepared and they had some aggression to get off. So they was gonna come in there on some warrior type shit and was trying to get their mans out of there. But when they both got into the ring, they both went backwards. The first thing they got on their paddle and was going backwards. And I'm like, man, bro, what the fuck is they doing? So I don't know. That's why I said to everybody on here, and I was asking people in the chat and my guys on the panel, man, what do you think is next for Tony Harrison if he happens to lose this fight? This is not a fight that Tony Harrison is really coming in the ace side like that, bro. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the
Man, that loss was really would really throw a monkey wrench in his
okay.
plan.
Here we go, right here. Tony Harrison. They got him plus 160. Hold on. They got Tony Harrison plus 160, Sergio Garcia minus 223. So see, Tony Harrison is the underdog anyway. He's the underdog anyway.
Wow.
He's the underdog anyway. So this fight is probably made for him to lose, prepared for him to lose.
Yeah. But I tell you though, he looked like he's back together mentally. You know, when in that press conference and how he was addressing things and everything like that. And you see like his levels of aggression are back up as well. So, you know, with his talent and with these things in order, what they appear to be, if that is true, what I'm seeing, and he gets in that ring, I expect things to go well for him, even though it's good opposition. But if something ain't on the square, man, this like my man Bruce gonna say, you know, hey, that loss could happen, man. And I just really don't. I'm kind of stuffed on that basement. I don't really know where he go from there if he do lose this fight. You know,
right?
I don't know really where I'm baffled on it. After losing that last one and then coming and doing it again, it's like that's really, you know, wow.
Did he lose the last one or did he give it a draw?
Well, no, yeah, Drew, but yeah, I didn't think he won.
PGA big dog. Hey, Bruce goes. PGA says, "Wake and bake."
Yes, sir. Pass the Dutchie, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Card carrying marijuana patient for the state of Rhode Island. Breaking no law.
the man with the connects, man.
enjoying the good bud over here. Pull out, you know.
The dutchie on the left hand side. The Tagabon give me the dutchie left.
Now listen to this.
Sing it, man.
Hey, Fandura is the underdog on this fight.
Wow. I'm really excited for it, to be quite honest with you, though.
Hey, listen, because I'm excited for this fight too, and I'm taking everything in consideration. Because I'm putting me a fight ticket together, but I'm taking everything in consideration, man. Lubin hasn't shown me anything less than a victory tonight. That's Bruce.
That's Troy Graham.
Exactly.
Hey, now see, listen, Logic. I ain't even bring that up yet, but I'm gonna roll with you. I'm gonna roll with you right now since you done brought that up, bro. I'm gonna roll with you right now since you brought that up. The Fandura and Lubin fight is supposed to be a title eliminator. Now, this is one thing I was saying too, and I got off track too earlier. That Fandura has fought 4 times since the pandemic. This would be a 5th fight. 4 of his fights were pay-per-view undercards, right? Also, did y'all know that Eric Lubinson has fought 4 times in title eliminator fights and hasn't even got, and he's won, but hasn't got the title fight.
Sounds like
this fight tonight between Fandura and Lubin is a title eliminator fight. And like my man Logic saying, does the winner of this fight get a chance to go against for undisputed? If Charlo wins against Castano?
Hey, apparently not, because it didn't work for Jamal when he was trying to get Canelo. He fought 3 of them, and he couldn't get that fight to save his life. So it's like they're going to hold the final card and the final say-so on who we're going to give it to, you know. And Tim and Zoo, I don't know. I mean, it's something there, but I'm not impressed. I don't see him as a top guy in the division right now. But we'll see where he goes. You know, he had a good, good show.
Zoo would get the first crack, I believe, if it was part of his contract with PBC. That's what PJ said. So,
Now, is they the ones that got go ahead, bro.
What's the young man's name now? See, I'm drawing a blank that fast. You just said his name, Basement. He dropped Balanga in sparring.
Who?
He's fighting tonight. You know, he dropped Balanga. Oh, Lubin. That's the fight I'm interested in. And you know who? And you said Ryan is fighting somebody.
Troy. That's what we talking about, Troy. Lubin is fighting.
Good, because that's the fight I'm interested in. I really don't view Ryan as this is Ryan Garcia we talking about as a fighter. I view him as an interloper to the sport. He comes in, he leaves. He comes in, he leaves. He comes in, he leaves. I don't dig him.
Troy.
I don't dig him.
Not to cut you off, man. You just went from Fandura to Ryan Garcia, bro.
No, I went from Lubin to Garcia, right?
Yeah, you went from Lubin to Garcia. Oh, wow.
Man, Troy Graham experience, my brother.
Don't they fight? No, yeah. Well, hey, thank you for that. But don't they fight tonight? Don't they fight tonight?
Lubin fights Fandura.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, when does Ryan fight?
And Ryan fights tonight too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I hope Tom put him in check.
Bruce. Man. He done got a contact, bro.
What's up?
Hey, your boy Troy done got a contact already from you.
No. You know when
long anyway. Like my brother.
No, when Bruce comes over to my show, I always tell him I don't care if he do it, just mute it, you know, and don't put it on camera. So you know, so you know.
Strictly
That's why he said that was Troy Graham. Huh?
Troy. It's medicinal for me, bro. When I go to your show, I need a little extra. That's why I do it, bro. But bro, no, shout out to Troy Graham, bro, man. Hasim Rockman Jr. on there the other night, man. Great show, man. I wish more people had seen that show. I hope more people do, man, because that was a great show. I had a great time there. Thanks, my brother. Peace.
I'm gonna put it back out because that dude, like I told his father on the when I spoke to him in private, man, you know, he swelled my heart up with pride, man. He loved his father. He loved and respect his father to the utmost, man. And as a father and a man, that really touched my soul someplace special, you know?
Yes, sir. My man Logic said Lubin lost to Jamal in a title fight. Yeah, he lost. Lubin got knocked out in the first round, bro. Second round.
Yeah. He got caught with that uppercut. Quick and easy.
That was nasty. Yeah. That was nasty.
And that's the thing, man. He's trying to work for that rematch, man, you know? So that's another reason why I would like to see him, because I like to see that rematch again, just to know that it was an honest, you know, because sometimes a fighter can get in there and get a quick pop, you know, get it and get out of there, and you think that's the end, and then they fight again, and it's like, you know, a war. So if it could be that, you know, if then Jamel gets undisputed, then they do set that fight up, and it is one. I like that for the sport of boxing too, because, you know, especially if Jamel doesn't plan to go to 160. Yeah, because he's gonna need something to keep us interested.
Hey,
he done went through everybody else, including this guy. So
one thing we can finally say we got some motherfucking fights.
Yeah,
they done made. Yeah, we was just sitting up there questioning. I think like a couple weeks ago we was on here on the show, and I asked like, man, yo, what's up with Tevin Former? Well, hey, see the news. Tevin Former versus Mickey Bay.
Man. Yeah, you know, and let me say this. I got a beautiful round robin for y'all. Now as far as the names, you might not all know them, but you take Berlanga and you take the other boy. I guess that he fights at 160, but he's knocking everybody out too. You know, the nice. What's his name? He's Latino too. I think he fights at 160 or 168. What's his name, man? Help me out.
Morrell?
Oh. Huh?
David Morrell?
David Morrell. You take him, and then you take this other cat. Who's the other one that's coming up? You know, the cat we were just talking about, Lubin, right? You take Lubin and put him in there, so you got 3 guys now that could crack. And I'm gonna throw a name out at you that you may not know. He fights at 160. His name is Nicholson. He's the one. He's the first one to go the distance with Berlanga, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take him and you put them 4 together, man. You have a round robin. Whoever wins, then they get their shots at. They get a shot at Charlo. They get a shot at Charlo right then and there. And somewhere on the outside, there's a guy waiting around that really should be fighting at 175, but he can make 168. His name, his name is Popeye Rivera. You ever heard of Popeye Rivera? You know, from out of Connecticut. He's trained by John Scully.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So there you have it. You got a bunch of young, hungry fighters right there. Put it all together, make it work. And boom.
Yeah, that should be going on all over boxing, man. That would be really bring some excitement, because let's see that right there, that concept right there is the whole backdrop of a new Tuesday night fights coming back. You know, if I had the money, whoa, man, we have it. We have it, man. That would be awesome.
Yes, sir.
If I had the money.
PJ's Big Dow says Lubin is too chinny for Melo.
I mean, it's just one knockout. It's
We definitely know he's too chinny. We got
it's just one knockout.
Hey, let's talk sports in the building. What's good, brother?
There he is.
What's up, y'all? Hey, what's up, AKA?
Let me ask a quick question, guys. The fight tonight, the Fundora Lubin. What is going to be on? What channel? What station?
Showtime.
Showtime.
Okay. Okay. Cool. That's what I was trying to find it online. I couldn't find it for some reason. Okay. Cool.
What's good, AK?
What's up with y'all?
Just chilling. What's chilling?
D, what's say, my brother?
Oh, what's up, Black Star? What's up, Troy? What's up, man? I'm the old man in full effect today. I'm on this old man flow today.
Yeah, sound like you ain't had your coffee, brother.
Man, is that who I think it is?
Are you sick, AK?
Nah, I ain't sick. I'm just old.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But he's old, but he's younger than me and Bruce.
So what you want to do, Troy? This what you want? What you want to do?
You know what I want, man. You know, you got that. No. You know, yes or no. You know, you got that name for me.
Oh, he just had surgery. So I'm gonna go over there and see what's up with him in the next few days. But he just had surgery.
Right. Because I saw you in a photo with Andrew Council. You know, we used to be in the same boxing gym together. You know, down at Rockville. Then he moved from there and he went to round one. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Adrian?
I'm talking about Andrew Council, man. You had a picture with Andrew Council on your page.
Yeah, he in Upper Marlboro now.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, but it's good to hear your voice. You ain't sick, man. I tell you what, man. Get some mint tea, and drink a lot of that. If you could find a legal grower, you get some ganja tea and drink. That'll clear you right up.
Well, first of all, you need some Q-tips because I said I wasn't sick. I said I was old.
Well, if you're telling yourself you old, man, you're gonna get sick. So I'm just preparing you for what's to come.
Wow.
Man, what the boxing topic?
Here we go. PGH Big Dog says two things gonna happen. Lubin would get hurt, and Fundora will give up his height. Who will capitalize? And I agree with you on that one, PGH. I really do agree with you on that one. Lubin is chinny, and in the last few fights, Lubin has been rocked, but he's been able to overcome the rock and come out victorious. He's not been knocked down since Charlo's knocked him down. He's been victorious ever since the loss to Charlo. And it's like Lubinson gets strong. I see him get stronger and stronger every fight. It's just he doesn't have the foot movement or the head movement to stop from getting rocked, taking the punches that he does take. So I guess I'm I'm going with Lubin because I think that I'm thinking that Lubin should be able to outwork Fundora. Physically, he should be able to outwork this guy. Even though Fundora is bigger and he got the height, he got the reach, I believe that Lubin can find himself fight on the inside because Fundora likes to fight on the inside, and maybe possibly hurting Fundora, fighting Fundora on the inside.
Yeah.
To me, it shouldn't be nothing but straight rib shots to the whole fight.
Yeah, I think this is the fight where we find out really what is Fundora, where he really ranked and where he really supposed to be in this level of champion, contender, all that in the middle, because we know more about Lubin and Fundora. We feeling like something is there, but we're not really sure how much. Now, if he come out here and lay Lubin to waste, that's going to be a hell of a statement. But if he come in here in a couple of rounds, get touched on the chin, and he lay down, you know what I'm saying? We don't know yet. I thought a couple of his fights he could have went the other way that he got the victories on. But, that's just to this point. But with Lubin there and where Lubin is and where Lubin has been and what he's trying to do right now, if you get this win now, I think it speaks volumes. And especially if he wins it convincingly, that's going to really make a statement in the sport.
AK, who you got tonight? Lubin or Fundora?
You know, I already picked Fandora. Guy, I'm going with Fandora.
Ooh, picking the upset. Okay.
You got the upset, Fandora.
Hey.
Bruce, who you got tonight? Fandora or Lubin?
I think Fundora is going to beat him, man. I think he's going to take Lubin out. But man, I don't have any dog in the fight, and I see both fighters have advantages. Neither one are complete fighters, so it's going to be interesting as hell, bro. It's going to be a fun fight.
Yeah, but the thing about Fundora is giving up that height and reach. How long is he going to be able to keep competing when he's doing that? You know, I mean, at what level is some of these little guys?
I've been saying that since the first time I saw him.
Yeah.
You know, and he's been fighting so much, and he's been successful with doing what he's doing. So
yeah, that's true. And climbing that ladder to that level. Now he done reached another level now, so we'll see if hey. But that's what makes it so interesting, man. That's why it's a good fight. So hey, man, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. But you're absolutely right. Yeah, man, it's gonna be good, man. Anybody want to talk about the Queen Ryan Garcia fight?
Oh, that's another interesting fight, bro. That's another one I'm looking forward to, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, we mentioned Tago. The dude hasn't been beaten since it's his first fight, and he was 15 years old. He's just been winning and winning and winning. And I watched a couple of his old fights. He's a very aggressive fighter. He throws wide punches, but he comes with his chin straight out. But so does Ryan. So I think both of these guys might get knocked down. And another drag out rock'em sock'em fight. We'll see if Ryan comes in there with the will to win, or if he's gonna be like, oh no, Ryan doesn't want to fight. Ryan just wants to go on Instagram and he just wants to model in GQ. He wants to model the underwear. He doesn't want to get hurt. Don't hurt Ryan. So we'll see. And Ryan, he's been fighting since he was a kid, for Christ's sakes. The guy's got junior Olympics. He's got all kind of state titles. Youth title, so he's not he's a good fighter. If Ryan's mind is in it, man, he's a tough fighter. He's got a strong fucking punch, and anything can happen. Once again, this is a 50-50 fight. A lot of people are split both ways on it. I think Ryan's going to knock him out myself, but we'll see what happens.
I'll be honest with you. The last pretty boy to actually do something is the Golden Boy. He was pretty, but he was a fighter. He would go in there and he would leave with his face sometime. He would just fight. He would take on the best of the best, and he wouldn't win all the time, but he would fight. That's what separates him from Ryan. Ryan, to me, is just a pretty avatar who doesn't respect the sport whatsoever. So I can't really. I'm not digging him. Where's his brother from? He's from Ghana? Is he from Ghana? Hello?
Yeah, he from Ghana.
Good.
He from Ghana.
Yep.
Okay, good. So that's what I'm rooting for because one of my favorite fighters is from there. Zoom.
I believe you, man. He gonna get sparked tonight, though, man, by Queen Ryan.
Okay. No.
I won't be right. But that's what I see. I think Ryan gonna spark him by the third.
I tell you what, if he loses, I'll be in Gaithersburg on the third. Jerk chicken on me. That's about as close as I'll ever be to your neighborhood. So yeah. So I'll be in Gaithersburg.
Yeah, you ain't far. When you say you coming to Gaithersburg?
The 26th.
April?
Yes, sir.
We come up here for an amateur tournament or something?
Nah, I'm coming for something much more important than that.
Okay. We'll chop it up.
Okay, where was we left off at?
Ryan is pretty, and he getting knocked out.
Oh yeah. I think Ryan. I think Ryan wins tonight. I think Ryan wins tonight. You saying Ryan getting knocked out tonight, Troy?
To be honest with you, I've never seen the brother from Ghana fight. I just want him to win because he comes from such a rich history of boxing. You know, he comes from a rich history of boxing, and I think Ryan is a spoiled brat. He has a lot of things that are given to him, and he's not living up to all the hype that surrounds him. He could be just as big as maybe Oscar was in the future, but I don't see the spirit in him like that. I don't see the drive in him like that. I don't see the will to say, okay, I lost. When's the rematch? I don't see the fighter spirit in him. He's just pretty. He's just real pretty.
Let's see who else we got fighting tonight. Hold on, let me see. Ryan Lewison.
Look, I'm not trying to in on it. I think Ryan. I don't think this is going to be a very competitive fight. Golden Boy normally will make a competitive fight. I don't think it's going to be competitive. I think Ryan wins pretty easy. It might be exciting, but that's my prediction. And I think I'm gonna pick Fundora over Lubin. Fundora that's a big dude, man. That is a big junior middleweight.
Wow. We got another guy saying Fundora against Lubin. Y'all heard it here first on Basement.
I told you that Monday that I had Fandora.
Yeah.
And then I also like I said, man, y'all know how I feel about the witness protection guy, Ryan Garcia, but he gonna spot that boy tonight.
Since you joined us late, who do you have with the Tony Harrison and Sergio Garcia fight tonight?
Tony.
Who do you have in the Jamonte Clark and Aaron Cooley fight?
Clark.
I'm going with Cooley, man. I know Cooley. That dude can box, man. That you remember Mike Magardo couldn't get that dude to fight at all. And he was trying to help him because the dude was beating up sparring partners. Dude has the talent. He's kind of got in trouble after that Mo Williams pullout. But I think he can beat Jamonte Clark. But we'll see. But I think that's going to be a better fight than Fundora
and Lubin.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a better fight because both those guys are hungry. They both need to win. Whereas, with Fundora and Lubin, I mean, dude, you look at the size difference. It's basically like looking at a heavyweight versus a middleweight with those guys. There's such a huge size discrepancy.
True that.
Michaela Mann fight tonight too.
Yeah.
Oh, she fights, and so does what's her name? Jeannie Futch makes her debut tonight. You're right.
We got a shitload of boxing. What you think about the Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer fight? AK.
Well, Two Shop Johnson is doing something with Mickey Bay, so he's bringing them to me within the next week or so. So I'll get more into Mickey Bay. I don't know, man. That's a weird fight, man. I don't know.
What's weird about it? What's weird about it, bro?
Like, when is the last time we really seen a shot Mickey Bay? You know what I mean? And I don't know what what's left for Tevin Farmer. I ain't seen him look good since the JoJo, so I don't know.
I agree. I was the last time I was on air doing the show, which was 2 weeks ago. I said we haven't heard anything from Tevin Farmer, and that wasn't usual. And what would be next? And hey, look what happens.
Now they both look like they're in good shape though. They both look like they maintaining their weight and they looking good. So I don't know, man. I mean, when Mickey Bay is focused, he can do his thing. So I don't know. It's a decent fight. I think I might go with Tevin on
this one. If Tevin loses this fight, then what?
He back to Philadelphia, you know, doing whatever his side hustle.
It's over, right? Because I mean, what, it's been 2 years since he fought JoJo?
Tevin has a trucking company now, so he's not really even a boxer anymore. He's an entrepreneur at this point. So if he loses, he just goes back. He takes that paycheck and just goes back to his trucking business.
Okay, so is that the same to be said for Jared Hurd? He got a trucking company too.
I would say yeah, because once you got a business that brings in a decent amount of revenue, and you're not living off a boxing paycheck, you don't really care about the loss. Because it's not like you're fighting for anything. Like, it's not like either like him and Mickey Bay are not fighting to see who's gonna fight the champ, you know. So it's a good paycheck. You lose, you win. You go back to your business on Monday.
Bruce
Jared
Goes, I appreciate you for joining us in the panel, brother. I see you say you had to dip. Appreciate you for joining us and coming out with us, brother. Like you did, bro. Salute to you, my good brother Bruce Goes. What'd you say, Troy?
Yeah.
No,
I'll be
I was
back
gonna
in a
say that
couple of minutes
Jared
myself,
Hurd.
guys.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you know, Jared Hurd is a very intelligent young man, you know, and I think that the three of them actually missed out on an opportunity. I'm talking about the Charlo brothers and Hurd. They should have set it up where, you know, all three of them fight after what Charlo said. You know, I'll kill you and your wife, but he didn't use that word. He used another word. They should have had that. They should have had it fight. They should have had it set up where he fights the younger one first, and then after he beats him, here come the older one to his rescue. See, that would have been good for boxing right there, because there's a great story behind it. Has a great story behind it.
You can't do that though.
Why not?
Because Jamel is up for fighting for undisputed, and Hurd is coming off 2 losses.
When is the undisputed fight? When?
Next month.
Next month. Okay. Well, there's always after the fact. That's even better.
Can we see Hurd? Can we see Jared at least look like he's back to close to being the old Hurd?
What you do is you get him a couple of George Foreman comeback fighters where they'll put out some energy but still get stopped, right? And and then you do that, then of course you got the brother running his mouth, even though he didn't do nothing to he didn't slap Hurd or he didn't do nothing. Hurd slapped his brother, rightfully so.
Real quick. Keep rocking.
He did what?
Keep going, brother. I'm about to grab me something to drink.
Oh yeah. I was saying that Hurd slapped the younger Charlo. He slapped him upside the head.
You seen the video?
Yeah, he had that coming. So okay, let's say Hurd fights twice until he fights twice, 3 times till he gets the Charlo fight. Big Charlo ain't doing nothing. So you make a fight.
I mean, listen, I don't mind Hurd fighting either one of them. That's the homie. But I need to see him back on the winning trail before we just put him in there with one of them.
That's what the 2 fights are for.
Yeah.
That's why because in all reality, I think he's finished with this sport.
Who?
I think Hurd.
Nah.
As far as a fighter goes, maybe he could do. I just don't feel that energy about him anymore. I mean, he loved his father. Father passed away, and you know that'll do something to you. Because I know a fighter who was on his way to fighting Floyd for a championship and everything. Right? His father passed, and his father was a big part of his career and life, and he never fought again. He just gave up. I'd rather not say the brother's name, even though he's local. I can tell you who he is off air.
All right.
Yeah, because he told me that in private, so I can tell you who he is off air, though.
Okay, that's fine.
So yeah, man, but there's a whole lot of things that could have, should have been made in this sport right now And the fact that we're all podcasters or whatever you title yourself as, I don't pay attention to boxing that much. I pay attention to the fights that pique my interest, and that's about as far as it goes. I don't know everybody's name. I don't know everybody that's fighting, and I could care less. That's how I feel about it, honestly.
Well, one thing we get to do, we get to talk about the sport. We get to meet a lot of people, and I just like listening to what they're saying, because see, when you hear these fighters' perspective, both old and young, you find out a lot of stuff, and you find out that some of the older fighters and some of the younger fighters' stories are similar. You know, people complain about politics and all that stuff, but politics was back then too. You know what I mean? If you talk to the older fighters, they'll tell you some of the same stuff that these fighters went through today. They went through the same thing.
It was always politics, but guess what? Fights got made, didn't they?
It's a lot that didn't. It's a lot that didn't.
Yeah, but it was more that got made, and more that you remember them. Because look, I can tell you some of the best ones. The Tyrone Trices versus Simon Browns, Mark Breland versus Aaron Davis, Kevin Kelly versus Prince Nazim. There's just so many great fights that got made along the way, and of course some fell to the wayside. But guess what? We didn't really hear about those.
For instance, right? Watch this.
Sugar Ray and the Sugar Ray and Mike McCollum and all of them. All of those fights never came about because they all said the same thing: high risk, and low reward. But at the same time, he would go and fight. He go fight like a Donnie Lalonde.
You coming for Sugar Ray Leonard right now? That what you doing?
I'm gonna come for anybody I feel like it, boy. I'm the Troy Graham experience.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, man, like I said, fights didn't happen all the time. But and I know you don't. I know you're not saying that you think Mike McCollum had a shot against Sugar Ray. Please don't say that.
Sugar Ray said that. I don't have to say it. Sugar Ray said it.
Sugar Ray says a lot of stuff when he's not in the ring.
We got the good brother C in the building. What's good, brother C?
See, Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard. What up, C? Sugar Ray Leonard, when he's not in the ring, is a complete gentleman. He'll say all the wonderful things about somebody when he's not in the ring with him.
Hearn said it. Hagler said it.
So let's go around the room. How many of these people on here right now think that Mike McCollum could have beat Sugar Ray Leonard?
No one. No one.
Come on, Jimmy.
They hear no one say no. Did someone say no?
I don't think he would have beat Sugar Ray.
In short, Troy, put some respect on my man's name, man. Don't just throw my man's name out there like that, man. DMV, stand up.
See.
Yes, sir.
What's some of your predictions on the fight? What did you see the Triple G fight?
Yeah.
What you think about the Triple G fight?
I thought he did good. I thought he get hit too much.
He gets hit too much.
But Triple G showed that he went in there, moved in there and got hit and got him out of there. But I mean, fight Canelo, he got to make sure I think defense is going to be the biggest skill where Canelo going to upper hand on Triple G, and he going to win the fight again. Just defense with the defense.
Oh, Canelo's stopping him.
I don't think we're going to get that fight, y'all.
I think we are.
Somewhere. Hey,
Canelo versus who?
Yeah.
Triple G.
For you to say that, somebody.
Yeah, I don't even want to see that fight. I mean,
somewhere have to happen to Canelo. I mean, in order for us not to see that now, because he did his job, Triple G did his job. Canelo, and Canelo might not pull it out, right? Is that what you saying?
No, No. I just see. This is what I see. I see Canelo winning this fight, and then there's already another unification at the light heavyweight, right? What's going on? I see somehow or another, maybe Canelo might give Triple G some money. Maybe Triple G might do something else. Maybe they might give Triple G a Charlo fight, something. I do not see Canelo fighting Triple G when he has a belt at light heavyweight and can possibly fight to try to unify at light heavyweight instead of going back down in weight and fighting Triple G.
I know you ain't saying what I think you about to say. I know you don't think he gonna fight the winner of Bear Beef and Joe Smith. I know that ain't what you about to say.
Yeah. Yes.
You on duck sauce.
Okay. Why am I wrong about it? You know,
You're in the Matrix. You're in the Matrix.
You're in the Matrix, Troy. Troy, you sound like you're in the basement.
You're in the Matrix.
I'm in the kitchen. Okay, go ahead and break that down as to why he wouldn't fight the winner of that fight.
Listen, I wish the other Brandon was in here because we went back and forth about that a million times. I think that'll be the best fight to happen, but he said that the more money is on Triple G. That's why the Triple G is gonna fight. That's the best fight to happen, to fight the winner of Bad Beef and Joe Smith. But everybody saying the money is Triple G. That's still a bigger fight.
Listen to this. I believe Canelo gonna make the same amount of money. He gonna work it out to make the same amount of money, man.
So you think he'll take that risk?
Of course he will.
No, I'm saying Canelo is not gonna fight Triple G. Why would he take that risk?
Because it's signed. It's signed.
Man, listen to this. Listen, you're right. A lot of shit do be signed. Like I said, somehow I believe. This is what I believe, bro. This is what I believe. I just believe somehow, some way, we're not going to get that fight if Canelo wins this light heavyweight fight.
Okay, here's the thing.
Okay.
You forgetting something. Canelo's not coming back down. They're gonna make that old Bama come up like 10 pounds to 170 to fight Canelo if that happens.
Say what again, bro? Repeat that again.
Canelo's not coming back down in weight. They're gonna make Triple G old butt come up like 10 pounds to 170.
And fight at a catch weight?
Yeah.
Listen to this. So if they fight at a catch weight at 170, is Triple G's title still on the line?
Of course not.
So then, so I don't see that fight happening then. You just said it, you just broke it down yourself. That for them reasons why I don't see that fight happening.
It makes no sense. It makes no fight for sense to happen, but Basement, you said because there's a risk to fight Triple G. What risk?
No. The risk of coming down in weight to fight Triple G when he can win.
He's not coming down in weight
because he's about to fight at 175.
Right. But he's not coming down in weight. Somehow, Triple G is gonna have to meet him at 168. Like you said, maybe at 170, but he's not coming down to fight Triple G. Triple G has no leverage in the fight. He has no leverage to say, "Come down and fight me."
Everything you saying is kind of making more of my point more even better, bro. He's not gonna come down and weight. So why fight Triple G?
But basement.
He got a chance to become undisputed at light heavyweight.
That's right. That's why the fight won't happen. Basement is correct. Triple G makes no sense. The fight is not going to happen.
That's all I'm saying, bro. It don't.
The fight is pre-signed. What are you talking about? It is already signed.
Okay.
And so was my marriage papers, but I'm still divorced. Yeah.
a lot of shit gets signed, and goddamn it, we see shit happen, bro. I'm just saying I don't believe so. Listen, a lot of people doubted you when you sit up here and said I was one who backed you up when you said, "Hey, listen, I believe in December, no, between November and January, we gonna get Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford." I rode with you. Some people thought you was a fool. Like, man, hold on, man, they ain't gonna never get that fight.
Spence and Crawford will never, ever happen. Just simply check the
See?
history of the PBC.
See?
It'll
You see?
never, ever, ever, ever happen. Ever.
Okay. I tell you what, Troy. If this fight don't happen by the end of this day year, if it don't get signed, because what it's saying is that it was just announced a little while ago that Bud signed a one-fight deal with PBC, and he is leaning towards Earl. You know, so that's got to be the fight that they're talking about. But if by chance it don't happen, well, I'm not gonna say that because I believe it's gonna happen. But since you saying it don't, if it do happen, I want to see Troy Graham take the one chip challenge.
Nah, I can't do that. Nah, you gotta find something else to do. You gotta find something. No, seriously, you gotta find something else to do.
You got okay.
Hey, Troy, you gotta do something, bro. You gotta get on here and give us 50 push-ups.
I tell you, yeah, okay, that would have happened back in '96. But I tell you what, you know, you can take a picture. You could take a picture of me next to a skinny woman, because everybody know I don't like those skinny women. So there you have it.
Hey, that motherfucker said that would have happened back in '96.
Well,
I ain't lying, man.
You gotta go back a little ways, brother.
Yeah, it's going back a little ways, and I'm still here. Oh, you know what? I give you 50 push-ups. I got sons. I get one of them to do it.
There they go. Delegate.
That's right.
There you go. That's OG stats. Yes, indeed, man.
But yeah, you know what, man? You know, Basement, you know, the more you talk about it, the more it makes sense. Why? Because look, he's chasing legacy right now. He's not really chasing money because there's no names out there for him to fight. So he has to build the fights as he goes along.
Who?
This is Canelo, right?
You tripping?
Canelo.
Now you bugging. You bugging.
No,
now.
I'm not bugging. There's no names. Okay, listen. You know, we've had these conversations before. In all reality, there's nobody named that is near to his or equal to his out there to fight. So he's chasing, as he fights, you know, he creates legacy. If he goes up to let me finish. If he goes to 170, let me finish, please. If he goes to 175 and he gets all three belts, then he's undisputed at what, 2? At 2 weight classes. You know, the only person to ever do that was Holyfield. But then he becomes the first man to become what? You know, he fought. He had belts at 154 where he was unified, 160 where he was unified, and 2 of the weight classes where he was undisputed. That's never been done before.
Roy Jones did all of that.
Roy Jones did not. You know, he didn't do. No, he didn't do any of that.
Are you serious, bro?
I am deadly serious. He was not the undisputed heavyweight champion, was he?
No, but he was the undisputed light heavyweight champion. He was the undisputed super middleweight champion, and he was the 150, 160, 168, and 175. Roy Jones did all 3 of them weight classes.
He was not undisputed at all of them weight classes. I'm telling you the guy's honest truth. He was not. He didn't fight at 154 and win any championships.
I didn't say 154. I said 160, 168, and 175.
Yeah, I don't think he was undisputed at 160. He was unified maybe, but he wasn't undisputed.
Okay.
No, he was not.
We got to double check that, but I know he definitely was undisputed at 168 and 175.
Undisputed? You sure?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go check for myself.
But he fought 3 lesser fighters to get the undisputed at 168 versus the 2 better fighters he could have fought at 154 and 160. Don't gloss over that.
No, I'm still here. I'm just checking.
Don't I'm talking about Canelo. You said he's really going after legacy. He was chasing legacy. He would have took care of Charlo and Boo Boo already.
We're gonna walk down.
Hey,
Are we gonna walk down this road
that's our
again? Are we
legacy,
gonna walk?
bro.
Listen. Are we gonna walk down this road again? You just named two grown men. Okay, those two grown men had had a bunch of opportunities. They could have done they could have done things with their career. You can't blame one man for holding back these two grown men. You have to blame their choices, and that's the reality of business. That's the reality of life.
That's the reality of business. That's the reality of business.
Nobody held back those two fighters. The thing with Boo Boo is that because his style is looks so awkward. Nobody really wants to fight him. Charlo didn't want to fight his ass, and he sat at 160 for years.
Bro,
the thing with Charlo is the thing with Charlo is he cries, he complains, but he had a whole bunch of opportunities and he didn't take them.
So Troy, so listen, what I'm saying to you is this. If you saying Undisputed is so important to this guy, why wasn't it important at 154? Why wasn't it important at 160?
I don't know the ins and outs of what goes behind closed doors, and neither do you. And truly, I don't give a damn.
So you're moving the goalpost.
I really don't give a damn.
So now you're moving the goalpost.
All I know is what he's doing today, and that's all important. No, you can't tell me what went on behind closed doors years ago.
So tell me that right now then. Nobody. So what did Bivol do? What did Bivol do to get a fight?
Again, not my business as a fan of boxing. My point of view is what happens in the ring, not out of the ring. And
what
that's
did Bivol do
then? That's the issue right now. None of that matters to a man like me because I pay to see a fight. I don't pay to read it. What is all that damn noise? As I was saying,
Mike, somebody.
No, listen, as I was saying, I pay to watch two men fight. I don't pay to learn about their contracts. I don't pay to learn about politics. I don't pay to know who their manager is. I don't pay to learn, who their promoter is. I pay to watch them do their skills in the ring, period, nothing else. You still there, Basement?
Yeah, I'm over. I'm trying to see. I was looking up the paydays for these fights. I'm trying to check something out on this fight. I'm trying to look it up. I'm still here.
But anywho, man, as always, it's been fun. I gotta go check my nap shot because I work the night, so I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Right. But let me just say this to you. Knowing all the information that we know as fans right now, that's the problem. I've been on different podcasts with fans. All they were doing was breaking down Haney's contract. They weren't happy that the brother got the fight. They were just breaking down Haney's contract. Why, as fans, can't you just be happy that he got the fight and he has a chance to do something special? The contract you have no control over, and it's not your business. Just be happy for the young man that he has a chance to make history.
He's dying to be great, and we need to celebrate that. He's dying to be great,
and that's all it is. You got these friggin' fans that come and say, "Yeah, if I was this and I was that," and then you have one podcaster that said, "You have one podcaster that says, well, they should have called me because I negotiate fighters. I offered them 100,000, 25,000, and I'm sitting back here laughing." You know what they do with $25,000? Huh?
Troy.
Go on. Yeah.
Listen here. We pretty much know that a lot of people gonna say a lot of shit after shit happens. You feel me? A lot of people say they could did this and did that. You feel what I'm saying? So, like the good brother AK say, we gotta just be happy that the good brother got the fight. Salute to him. He get a chance to make some money, make history. and keep it moving.
And that's exactly how I. That's it. Oh.
Everybody else they want to. You got a lot of people just want to. He could have this, should have did it. Well, guess what? What do you got?
Exactly. We're in agreement.
You feel me? So with that going on, we're gonna keep it moving. What other fights do we got tonight? Let's see. I'm looking at it. I'm not hip to this Kevin Salgado versus Brian Perella. I'm not hip to that. Jahel Hackett fight tonight too. He fight a 6-rounder. He out of the BMV area.
Yeah, that's worth a check out though. See how he look, you know.
Yeah, I'm interested. I think this is fourth, maybe fifth fight. He moved up. He moving up to a 6-rounder now. I'm interested to see how that go. Shamante Clark, man, and it's Cooley guy, man. They said it was a Cooley guy. Aaron Cooley. He supposed to not be no joke.
So Jamonte fight tonight too?
Yeah, he fight on the undercard of Lubin.
Wow, okay, that's good, man. I'm glad to see him back out there, man. Need to get on out there. Who's training him now? Has he got the same trainer?
Yeah, but also with this one, he went down to Florida and was down there with Lubin and Kevin Cunningham.
And the crazy thing is, he's a better Clark is a better boxer than Fedoro, right? But Fedoro, I think his thing is the inside fighting. He's not even on the outside boxing type shit. He trying to be right in your face, man. That's gonna be the thing with this fight, man.
Hey, listen, Javante got to learn from that fight with Go Shea. Do not fight on the inside. Use your reach.
Man, Jamonte would not look out for that damn right hand. Shit in that fight, man. I was screaming at the TV, man. You could see him setting for that right hand. He kept hitting him with it, man. Blank. I was like, man, he wouldn't have adjusted that for nothing, man. It's like his corner didn't even bring it to his attention, man. That was the one glaring weakness that, you know, the other stuff he could have overcame. But as you can see from that one, you know, when he landed that one shot that you know stopped it, you know, that was disappointing, man. But that was an easy fix though. So that's why I hope he should be encouraged to get his confidence back up and get back out there grinding and you know, turn this thing around because it can be done. You know, I had him beating Fundora when he fought with Fundora. You know?
Oh yeah. I rewatched that fight too, man. I had Clark winning that fight 6-4.
Yeah, I had Clark winning that fight as well. He won that fight.
I rewatched it, and I had it 6-4.
Oh yeah, I mean it was a good fight though, but he definitely did that, and I think that was a pivotal fight though because from that moment on, Fundora been on everybody's thing. You know, he's been you know, like you say, on all the pay-per-views and every fight he gets a lot of eyes on him everywhere he goes. You know, so he gets the chance to really be out there and be seen. You know,
Would y'all be
Would y'all
be surprised if he beat Lubin tonight?
No, because guess what? See, we done seen Lubin get rocked in every fight since the Charlo fight. That he's came victorious. He's been victorious in them fights, but every fight he's got rocked. And how many rockings can the motherfucker take? You feel me? So I wouldn't be surprised because if he fights, he got to fight this fight on the inside anyway, and that's the way Fundora like to fight. So if he rocks him, it could get ugly. But
yeah, I agree with you on that, man.
If Lubin recovers, which he's recovered in the last 4 or 5 fights that he's been rocked, it could be bad for Fundora.
Yeah, Fundora is real strong, man. He's strong. He like compact strong.
Oh yeah, I mean, just
And he take a
looking
punch.
at him, man.
But I
Just
mean,
looking at him like, man, you would think a guy his fight would at least be fighting the 175 at least.
but he's so skinny though, so I see how he makes the weight. You know what I mean? He real frail, skinny. I mean,
Now this is okay. How long can he keep making 54? Is that good that he fighting at 54? Do y'all think what y'all can think about that?
Yes, all those questions don't get answered today because I'm not really sure how well he how hard he punches. Can he even hurt him though? We have to see that first to make to see if because I don't know because he's not really knocking people out like that left and right either. So we don't know how much power he has. If he don't have enough power to hurt Lubin, I think he's more likely to get beat. Because if you can't get him to respect your punching power, and then with his experience and the level that he's already fought at, and by him already being in the ring with Jermell Charlo, he's definitely prepared to handle him if he can take the power. So but I just don't know how I can't really define Fundora as a power puncher just yet. So that's why I say a lot of these questions will be answered today, though.
I think when you back, let's see what I'm talking about.
I'll tell you what, gentlemen, it's been wonderful. I'm gonna take my leave of you. I actually want him to win because his sister fine. That's about all I care about. He's the one with the fine sister, right?
Huh?
He's the one with the fine sister, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, Troy.
The dude you're talking about that's gonna fight. Is it Fundora or is it Figueroa that got a fine sister? I get people confused. But anyway, y'all have a good night. I'm just gonna tell you that I made the best air fryer barbecue turkey wings last night, and I made some pasta salad. And I'm gonna finish that up, and I'm gonna be thinking about y'all talking while I'm eating it and drinking my pineapple, watermelon juice over here. It may or not have rum in there, but don't tell my doctors. All right, now. Y'all have
appreciate you, good brother, for coming out, Troy.
But let me finish. I have something I need to say. When they fought, and this will be short, Curry and McCullum. The contract stated that Curry was supposed to get a fight with Leonard. And if Curry lost, then the winner of that fight got to fight with Leonard. When asked if he's going to fight McCullum, Sugar Ray said, high risk, low reward. So this, back to what we were talking about before, Mike McCullum had a chance to beat all them dudes, but they never wanted to fight him. Tommy Hearns' trainer kept him away from Hearns on purpose because they used to train together at Kronk, and he knew what Tommy could do. He knew what Tommy could do to Hearns' little skinny body. He would break him down. So I truly believe he would have beat Hearns, beat Hagler, would have had a hell of a time with Ray because of his speed, and he probably would have lost on points to him, and he would have had a rough time with Duran, but he edges him out. So there you have it.
The good brother, Troy Graham, in the building. We appreciate you, good brother. We appreciate you, good brother.
Please say the experience.
All right, Troy. Have a good day, Troy. What's up, Brandon?
Hey, what's going on, Sorrel? So, hey, did you get my message earlier? I sent something to you in Clubhouse.
You text me a message? Did you text me?
No. We was in Clubhouse earlier. I told you I think your guy Tony they're trying to do their own little thing. Johnson said he had a few contacts up there, so I was just telling you that's kind of where we was at on the end of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing major. That's all. Because he said he had some contact that might be better for him. So I thought I told you that, but yeah, that's all it is, brother.
Oh well, that's all good. Well, that's good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hope everything works out for him.
Oh yeah, dude, it'll be all good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you guys talking about? I'm in and out because my phone won't won't charge. But what's going on though?
We just going through the fights for the night, bro. Just going through the fights for the night.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let me Black Star, since he here. Black Star, give me your opinion on your boy Tank, man, the press conference with him and Rolly the other day.
Bro.
Black Star. See, what's your comments on it?
So what's my comments on what?
On the press conference the other day, Rolly and Tank. What's your thoughts of it?
Yeah, interesting. Wasn't it kind of mind blowing to see Rolly kind of seemed like Tank had a little more control.
Hey, there you go. That's what I want to hear. Go ahead.
Yeah, it seemed like he had a little more control than the first time. I mean, he knew the assignment. He understood differently. Tank understood what was going on. He understood Rolly, he talks he talk a lot on the thing, but you ain't talking right now. Hey, I'm like, wow. Hey, Tank seemed like he got that one.
Hey, yes. That's the first time I ever seen Rolly get put in this place like that.
Yeah, I never seen it before. Yeah, because the first press conference, you got to remember, I didn't see it like that.
Oh, the first one, Rolly came out looking like Ric Flair and talking a lot of shit.
Yeah, I'm having a little technical problems, fellas.
Okay.
Yeah,
what was your thoughts, Black Star?
Man.
Black. Okay, he done fell out. He must have ran into a bad spot. Yeah, but yeah, man, I thought that Tank was aggressive at the press conference. He when it came down to the stare down, it's like Tank was there and Tank was the bully came out of it, and it was like he told Rolly he'll break Rolly nose, man, and he kind of I sensed a little intimidation in Rolly. I feel Rolly was a little bit intimidated.
Yeah, they don't want to make man.
And I believe there's a lot of things going on in Tank camp right now, with the Mayweather situation and stuff, and then the fight coming up. I believe Tank got a lot of frustration build up, and I think and sometimes they say that don't unleash the beast. I think the beast has been unleashed.
Yeah.
And a lot of people talk a lot of stuff about Tank last fight against Cruz, man. I defend Tank on that fight. I tell a lot of people, Tank hand was hurt. I believe Tank hand was hurt coming into the fight. I don't believe he just got hurt in the fight. I believe his hand was hurt in the fight. And a lot of people give Cruz a lot more credit than what I give Cruz credit, because to me, I believe Cruz was just there put to hype the fight up. But do that to say, Tank is a knockout artist, and I believe that Tank hand must really be healed, and I believe he's coming for a knockout against Roy. I believe this fight ends in a knockout. I don't think this fight goes 12 rounds.
And what's the odds if say Rolly was to get the upset? What's that look like?
I'm looking it up right now for you.
You know, I don't want to say like Tyson, Buster Douglas, or nothing like crazy. You know, something crazy happen. You never know boxing, man. So Rolly got a puncher's chance.
He does have a puncher's chance, and then that's another thing too. Like we never seen. I don't have nothing against Tank, but we never seen Tank actually buzz, bro. Actually hit hurt.
True.
Wow. Rolly is plus 550, bro.
So $1. So what's that? $1 gets you 550.
Yep, 551.
Damn. That's a lot, ain't it?
Yeah, Tank negative 1250. That means right. Right. You put 5,000 on Tank just to win $5.
Damn.
That's wild, ain't it?
Yeah, I wonder how the numbers look for Ryan Garcia tonight about him having a big fight. You know, it's 2 telecasts on, so I wonder would them hurt his numbers.
Ooh. Oh yeah, but shit, the zone should already knew about. They should have took that into consideration. You don't think?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't do things like that, and yeah, it's not good business. I don't think on either end. I mean, somebody gonna win. Somebody gonna take a fall. I mean, I think the upper hand is the Lubin Federo and Tower Inferno. Then you got Tony Harrison on the undercard.
So you saying it's gonna be an upset night?
No, I ain't saying that. You think of Federo upset?
Huh?
You think if Lubin loses, that's an upset?
I mean, Lubin's coming in. Fundora coming in the underdog.
I thought the betting lines was all even.
Hold on. No, I got it right here, bro. Hold on.
It's like they got boxing back. I mean, everything. They got everything right on point. They got somebody that knows they boxing. Like, man, that fight's close. I'm telling you.
I got it. No. Fundora the underdog. He plus 120. You hear me, see?
Yeah, so that changed. Okay, because when I looked at, it had them at both even.
Fundora plus 120. Eric Lubinson minus 159.
I wonder what changed it.
Tony Harrison is he the underdog tonight against Sergio Garcia.
Wow. Tony Harrison gonna put it. Hopefully, get the W.
Yeah, Tony Harrison, he the underdog tonight. Who else we talking about? Jamonte, he the Aaron Cooley the underdog between him and Jamonte. Oh, that boy must start fighting already.
Oh man, they started the bout. Yeah, might have started in California.
Ryan don't fight till tonight.
Yeah, Ryan fighting in San Antonio. But the fights in California, they might have started that show. You know what I'm saying? But like they ain't not going TV until for a little bit. Got a little bit. All right, guys. It was always a pleasure, brother. I gotta get up out of here and get these kids together.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
All right, that's cool, Cereso. Hopefully my phone stay charged. My phone keeps dying on me, so
it's cool. Hey, I appreciate you for coming out. My good brother God Body News in the building. He said I'm betting on Fedora to knock Lubin out. Fedora remind me of 154 David Benavidez. Whoa, what's up, God Body News? That's my good brother. Hey, what round you predicting this knockout then, bro? What round you predicting this knockout?
You talking to me?
Oh, you talking to yeah, God Body Sport. I gotta look that up. I'm gonna tell you exactly what that called for. What round, God Body? Man, I keep telling them Fedora the underdog in this fight. Okay. God Body says 10 or 11 because Lubin let Rosario rock him last fight. Okay. So if Fedora stops him, you better to stop him in the 10th round. That's plus 2,200. 11th is plus 2,500. Group bet 10 through 12 is plus 1,000. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Here we go. Who else? Yep. But there we go. We have it. Your fights tonight. Back to the Tank situation. The Tank and Rolly, man. This is a heated situation. And I want Tank to get his composure, man. And don't go out there and fight in anger and go out there and box the way he really supposed to box and let the fight come to him. Jamal Charlo. We want Charlo. Hey, it's time for you to make a move, bro, on that vacated belt that DeAndre is vacated, so you can put some pressure on Triple G, and try to make them fights happen. We have fights all week. Ryan Garcia fights tonight. Who cares? You see what's up with that. But that's another fight at 135. The 135 division is cranking. It's going bonkers. And I want to give a shout out to everybody in my chat, man. Godbody News, Sir Ken, Bruce Gold, TS Boxing, PJ's Big Dog, Logic, my man Logic. Troy Graham, WB Boxing. Anybody else that was in the audience and you didn't make a comment, I salute you, brother. Hit the like button, the smash button, subscribe to the channel, tell somebody about the channel, man. It's your boy Basement, man. Next week, big fight. Earl Spence. It's going down. Look for me to do a fight. Do my show maybe earlier in the day. Appreciate you, Bruce, man. Always, man, for coming out, man. The good brothers, Bruce Goes, Bruce Gas Boxing, Jazz Mo. Bruce Gas. He didn't change his name to Gas. That's my man. Go subscribe to my man's channel, man. Bruce, man, he's a historian, a boxing historian. He can tell you about everything back in the days, everything. You want to hear boxing history, man, listen to my man Bruce Goes, man. He take you back and replay fights that he seen 20 years ago, man. You know what I mean? 30 years ago. Bruce has seen it all, bro. He knows it. Hey, I appreciate everybody for coming through. My good brother Black Star Sports TV for coming through, man. My good brother Troy for coming through, a.k.a. the Apostle for coming through. Hey, subscribe to my good brother AK and his channel, Black Star and his channel. My good brother Brandon for coming through. The good brother C for coming through. Hey, if I miss anybody who came through, man, hey, please forgive me. I appreciate you guys for coming through, man. I want to help try to build this channel up a little bit better. And let's make this movement. Next week, Earl Spence, Ugas. Look for me to go live probably during the week. Early Saturday. Maybe go live during the fight Saturday. Might do a live stream party. But it's your boy Basement, man. Subscribe to I'm gonna subscribe to the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Basement Boxing Talk on all social medias. Appreciate you guys for coming out, supporting the channel, man. And this has been a good one. Until next week, peace.